Hey there, friends. Take a second and just look around you. What do you see? Who do you see? Our surroundings, the people we spend time with, they all have an impact on us even if we don't realize it. Sometimes that impact is positive, lifting us up and making us feel good. Other times, not so much. We're going to talk about something kind of tricky today: energy vampires. Now, before you picture capes and fangs, hold your horses. We're talking about people who, well, kind of drain your energy. They leave you feeling tired, negative, and just plain worn out. We've all got our own energy, right? It's that spark in us that helps us get through the day, face challenges, and enjoy the good times. But sometimes, we encounter folks who seem to suck that energy right out of us, leaving us feeling depleted. Let's chat about how to recognize these energy zappers and, more importantly, how to protect our own precious energy. Because you deserve to feel energized, vibrant, and ready to take on the world. Ever spent time with someone and afterward you just feel exhausted? Like you need a nap, a giant glass of sweet tea, and maybe a week at the beach just to recover? You might have been hanging out with an energy vampire. Now, these folks aren't bad people, not at all. They're often dealing with their own struggles, and sometimes they just don't realize how their behavior affects others. But that doesn't mean you have to let them drain you dry. Energy vampires can show up in different ways. Some are constantly negative, always complaining and bringing the mood down. Others are drama magnets, always surrounded by chaos and conflict. And then there are those who are overly needy, constantly demanding attention and validation. The thing is, being around these folks can really take a toll on your own well-being. You might start feeling stressed, anxious, or even physically tired. You might notice your mood changing, your patience wearing thin, and your own joy dimming a little. So how can you tell if you've got an energy vampire in your life? Well, there are some telltale signs. First, pay attention to how you feel after spending time with someone. Do you feel energized and happy, or do you feel drained and down? Your body is pretty wise, and it'll tell you if someone's zapping your energy. Second, listen to what they talk about. Are they constantly complaining, gossiping, or being negative? Do they always seem to be in the middle of some drama? These are red flags, y'all. Third, notice how they treat you. Do they respect your boundaries? Do they listen when you talk? Or do they just interrupt and talk about themselves? Energy vampires often have a way of making everything about them. Remember, recognizing these signs isn't about judging anyone. It's about protecting yourself and your own well-being. You deserve to have people in your life who lift you up, not drag you down. Now, I know what you're thinking, Brene. You're not suggesting I go full-on vampire hunter and drive a stake through my coworker's heart, are you? Hold your horses, darling. We're gonna handle this with a little more grace and a lot less garlic. Setting boundaries is key when it comes to dealing with energy vampires. And no, that doesn't make you a bad person. Think of it like this. You wouldn't let someone walk into your house and eat all your pecan pie without offering you a slice, right? Well, your energy is just as precious as that pie, and you get to decide who gets a piece of it. Start by setting some limits on your time with these folks. Maybe you can't avoid them altogether, and that's okay. But you can control how long you interact with them. Keep conversations short and sweet, and politely excuse yourself when you've had enough. Section 5. Recharging your own batteries. Dealing with energy vampires can be downright exhausting, can't it? That's why it's so important to take care of your own energy and recharge those batteries. Think of it like filling up your own cup so you have something to pour from. So, how do you do that? Well, it's different for everyone, but there are some universal things we can all do to boost our energy and feel more ourselves. For me, it's all about spending time in nature, taking long walks, and listening to the birds sing. There's something so grounding and peaceful about being outdoors. Maybe for you, it's curling up with a good book and a cup of tea, or maybe it's blasting your favorite music and dancing around your living room like nobody's watching. The important thing is to find what brings you joy, what fills you up, and make time for it every single day. Section 6. Finding your tribe, your cheerleaders. You know what else helps keep those energy vampires at bay? Surrounding yourself with good people. You know, the kind of folks who lift you up, make you laugh, and believe in you even when you doubt yourself. Those are your people, your tribe, your cheerleaders. These are the folks you can call when you're having a bad day. the ones who will show up with a shoulder to cry on and a listening ear. They're the ones who celebrate your victories as if they were their own and who remind you of your strength when you forget. Surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people can make all the difference in the world. They remind you that you're not alone, that you are loved, and that you are worthy of good things. And honey, that's powerful stuff. Section 7, Small Steps to Big Changes. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Brene, you make this sound all well and good, but changing my life and surrounding myself with positive people, that's a tall order. And you're right, it's not always easy. But listen, it doesn't have to happen overnight. Small steps, y'all. That's the key. Start by identifying the energy vampires in your life. Once you know who they are, you can start setting those boundaries we talked about. Remember, you're not being mean or selfish, you're just protecting your energy. Then, start making time for the things that bring you joy, the things that fill your cup. Even if it's just for 15 minutes a day, make time for yourself. You deserve it. And finally, start seeking out those positive, supportive people. Join a club, take a class, volunteer your time. You never know where you'll meet your people. Section 8, the power of saying no. You know what's a game changer when it comes to protecting your energy? 2 little letters, N-O. That's right, learning to say no is like giving yourself a superpower. For so long, many of us, especially us women, are conditioned to be people pleasers. We say yes to everything, even when it means sacrificing our own needs and well-being. But here's the thing, you are not obligated to say yes to everything. You have the right to say no to protect your time, your energy, and your sanity. Now, I'm not saying you have to go around saying no to every request or invitation that comes your way, but I am saying be mindful. Listen to your gut. If something doesn't feel right, if it drains your energy just thinking about it, then it's okay to politely decline. Section 9. Investing in yourself, honey. Listen, you are your most valuable asset. You are worthy of love, joy, and abundance. And that means investing in yourself, both physically and emotionally. Think of it like this. You wouldn't let your car run on empty, would you? Well, your body and mind deserve the same care and attention. Investing in yourself can look like different things for different people. Maybe it's eating healthy, nourishing foods that fuel your body. Maybe it's moving your body in ways that feel good, whether that's dancing, hiking, or just taking a walk around the block. Maybe it's taking time for quiet reflection, for journaling, meditating, or simply sitting in stillness and connecting with your breath. Or maybe it's pursuing your passions, learning new skills, or finally writing that book that's been brewing in your heart. Section 10, sharing the good vibes. Here's a little secret. When you take care of yourself, when you fill your own cup, it becomes easier to share your light with others. And honey, the world needs your light now more than ever. So go on, spread those good vibes. Smile at a stranger, offer a helping hand, leave a kind note for your barista. These small acts of kindness might seem insignificant, but trust me, they have a ripple effect. When you choose to focus on the positive, when you choose to lift others up, you not only make the world a brighter place, but you also attract more positivity into your own life. It's like a beautiful, self-fulfilling prophecy. Section 11. Now go on, spread your light. Well, friends, it's been real good chatting with you today. Remember, you are worthy of love, joy, and abundance. Protect your energy, set those boundaries, and don't be afraid to shine your light. The world needs what you have to offer. And hey, if you enjoyed this little chat, I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment below and tell me what resonated with you. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends. Let's spread the good vibes far and wide.